believe that the economic development of this city and the future that we were looking at showed that the train station and the interlink proposal was going to be an economic boom for this city and for the state. And looking at that and capitalizing on that, Joe was the first developer in this area. And since that point, between the hotel and the restaurant adjacent to us and the property that Joe owns next door, another restaurant, you can see the potential here in this train station district for great economic development, not only in the city, but the impact that that will have on businesses in the state of Rhode Island. Just to fund teacher pensions, not to look at anything on the city side, but just to fund teacher pensions with the new assumptions, we would need a maximum tax increase in this city, except for about $150,000. A maximum tax increase just to fund the new pensions, that the new actuarial numbers that the teacher retirement system would cost the city of Warwick next year. And obviously we all know that we cannot sustain that kind of a system without major change. So the ongoing issues in Central Falls where retirees are looking at having their pensions cut in half, actually more than half now, and that situation probably was fixable 10 years ago. And had we looked at the issues then, and had we made the changes that should have been made, we probably would not be looking at the problems that we are facing in the state of Rhode Island today. So we need to address the problem now, because we cannot possibly be standing here 10 years from now and telling pensioners in the city of Warwick that their pension payments are going to be reduced by 50 or more than 50%. We need to resolve the issue now so that we can get our economic development moving again, not only in the city, but throughout the entire state. Everyone's at the table, and it's important now that we continue to push to make sure that pension reform becomes a reality in the state of Rhode Island.
But if the pension has a sign on it for businesses, enter at your own risk. Since 2003, the amount of money from the state's budget into the pension has doubled. Last year, approximately $300 million of the state's budget went into the pension. If we do nothing, next year it will double again, $600 million. It will double again and again, and on its way to $1.2 billion in 7 years. So how can you attract and grow businesses with that kind of debt holding us back? And the reason that we are so focused on fixing the pension is, first of all, to provide retirement security for our hardworking state and municipal employees and teachers. What's happening in Central Falls isn't right. It's wrong. It is wrong to go to a retiree and say, we're taking away half of your benefit. What is really wrong is that it was avoidable and predictable. There's no magic to this pension, it's math. I can tell you, as sure as I stand here, other cities and towns in the state of Rhode Island will go down that path if we don't step up right now in this special session in October to fix this problem. Central Falls, as the mayor said, was avoidable. If we acted 5 or 10 years ago, we wouldn't be feeling this pain. If we act today in the state, we'll fix it in a way that is gentle and fair. In a way that is fair to new employees, existing employees, retirees, and taxpayers. There's not a state in the country that's not facing a pension problem. We're the worst. Our state system is 48% funded. It's the worst in the country. Highest unfunded liability per capita. I want to be among the first to fix it. If we come together as a state to fix this problem, we're going to change that sign from enter at your own risk to we are open for business.